Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy, it's a blessing, it's an honor to be out here in nature and greeting you, knowing that I always bringing a message of truth to you, a message of emancipation to you, a message that will help you and that will lift you higher and will allow you to vibrate under the right frequency with the right energy, knowing that this whole life you must move from humanity into divinity. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning man search for meaning. And I think that there's a book by that name that says man search for meaning. And basically that was my experience from a little boy. Now, many people, when they're growing up, their parents would tell them what they would like to see them become in this life. And my mother was no different also. But for my own self, as a young boy, I asked myself the question, who am I? And who is God? Because I grew up where hearing everyone was speaking about God. I grew up whereby when every time you go to school as a little child you have to sing all of these Jesus songs. And you've been taught about the devil and you've been taught about hell and you've been taught about God and so on. And instead of me having an ambition to gain certain things in this life or to have certain status in this life, I was different. It reminds me of the scripture that says that there was a man named John the Baptist. And we all know that the Bible is not literal, okay? And that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. Okay? We all know that. So when I speak about John the Baptist, I'm not speaking about a man who existed thousands of years ago. But I just want to show you the scenario. It reminds me of where I speak about John the Baptist, where he says that John the Baptist was supposed to follow in the footprint of his father, Zacharias, who was supposed to be a priest. But instead of that, he was out in nature, out in the wilderness. And they were referring to him like as a crazy man, a man who's out of his mind. And it is said that he used to eat honey and wild locusts. And there, it tells you that John the Baptist came out with a message saying that I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness. And when you go back in the book of Isaiah, I think, that was already written there. Showing you that there comes a time in your life that you will find yourself because you are searching for meaning. So at a very young age, I was searching for meaning in my life. And I couldn't understand myself. Even I was seeing myself as someone that was strange. So when a person wants to like own a house, or a piece of land, a certain amount of vehicle, and that was their ambition, it was not my ambition. My ambition is that I wanted to know who am I and who God is. And so I grew up whereby I never envy and jealous anyone for whatever they have. But I know for sure that people who gonna speak against me and say all manner of evil against me because I've found my purpose. I was searching for meaning. Because even the Bible tells you that you must seek first the kingdom. Seek first to know thyself. But the way how they program and structure our subconscious mind to conceive the things that they were teaching to us when we were little children, they shape us in a way, our mentality in a way, to go after the getting before the being. So fortunately enough, from a very, very young age, I was searching for meaning. And that is why I am quite capable to reach out to you and speak to you. And the thing that I'm saying to you, it doesn't take education. I don't have to be a scholar. I don't have to read 700 books. But I've had an experience. And that experience have awakened me and make me more aware and more enlightened and more capable to reach out to you, because I understand a principle whereby every seed and every species will all reproduce after its own kind. And it is said, unless a corn of wheat fall in the ground and dies, it abides alone, but if it dies, it bringeth forth much fruit. So there always must be a death, a burial, and a resurrection. You can see it even in nature. And when you come to have that experience, then your life will have meaning. So the very first thing we were supposed to be searching for in this life was meaning, the meaning of life. Why am I here? What am I here to do? How can I serve humanity? It is said that a politician once made a quote where he says, it's not what you can do. No, it's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. But I would say it's what you can do for humanity. It's not what humanity could do. It's not what humanity can do for you, but what you can do for humanity. It is your responsibility to find purpose, to find meaning in your life. And when you find purpose and meaning in your life, use your creativity, your gift, your talent, whatever it may be, to make someone happy, to bring a smile on someone's face. And most of the time, religion don't do it. Because most religious people always judge and condemn others. But when you find meaning and purpose, all you want to do is uplift others. You want to see others smile. You want to hear others tell you how much what you have said mean to them, how you encourage them, how you uplift them, how you put a smile on their face, how you give them confidence. And that's when their lives start to have meaning. There are many men who have earned many millions and millions of dollars, and they were unhappy. And they search all around to see what could make them happy. And it is when some of them start to give to charity, then they start to feel happy. Then they start to understand the purpose in this life is to serve humanity. So, whatever wealth or whatever you will amass in this life, remember, is to help uplift humanity. That is why I don't go about talking about I manifest this and I manifest that. I spoke about it in a video before. Because I'm not going to glory in these things. Because when you become more aware, you will realize that the being in you is the only reality. The consciousness is the only reality. The consciousness of being. I'm sitting right here now on a stone. And it feels hard and solid. Why? Because the essence, the reality is in me. At the same time, a coconut branch and the coconut dropping from the tree. You know, the reality is in me. So because the reality is in me, things around me feel as if it is firm and it's solid. But when you have certain experience in the spirit realm and you discover your spirit self, you experience that your spirit having a human experience, you'll realize that everything is imaginary and you live in an imaginary world and life is a dream. And there are those who want to keep you longer in the dream. They don't want you to wake up out of the dream. What I'm saying to you, it's high time for you to wake up out of the dream. So whatever I say to you, I hope that you would use it to help yourself so that you'll be able to help someone else. So you will feel glad, you will feel good about yourself. Because when you love yourself, they could love and appreciate others. So man search for meaning. You be one of those this day that is searching for meaning. And if you're here right now on this channel, listening to this message, it's because you've been searching for meaning. And it is said that when the student is ready, the teacher would appear. So don't just be a hearer, but be a doer. Soar like an eagle. And where eagle flies, no one else flies there but the eagles alone. So eagles move alone. So find alone time. Get into meditation. Have a goal. Set goals. Find maybe an hour every day and write down ideas upon ideas till you find the real idea that can give you all that you would need in this life and to help you to come into the place whereby you can reach out to humanity and encourage someone and uplift someone's life. So with that being said, I think I got my message across to you, and whatever you take from this message, I know that it will help you. So I want to thank you very much for listening to me, and I want to also thank all those who've been supporting our ebooks and hard copy books, and those who've been supporting us on Patreon. I want to say a hearty thank you to all of you. Now at this time, I want to give you the sign of enlightenment, the single eye, the all-seeing eye, not the all-seeing eye of Lucifer, but the all-seeing eye of enlightenment, the all-seeing eye of imagination, the all-seeing eye of the Creator in you, the all-seeing eye of the God in you, the all-seeing eye of your higher self, of which Matthew 6:22 tells you, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And I'm saying to you, with my hand right here on my crown chakra, that when you have this experience, you will go beyond this crown chakra. And you will come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N and the S-O-N. And you will come to also realize it is the dawning of a new day in your life. And that without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And that the sun parallels the human imagination. And the human imagination parallels the sun. And that we melanated people, we are the people of the sun. Therefore, let us use our mind power to achieve our every desire. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.